I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'll do anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night.
EA Sports welcomes you to the Mama Wing presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with a rookie. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On the play. And the Washington first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Commanders.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll send Brown in motion right. To the air goes Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Gets around him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge 2nd year in the NFL.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing here is May. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Patriots.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point.
Well, he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To the air, May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. In motion right, Debo. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. His 1st catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Daniels looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. 11 more on that one, and another first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Well, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On the run, it's McNichols. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Patriots get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and then capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Stevenson. Now that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
for the Patriots. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the book, hit for a sack down. Still balling, money stacks out and shack down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. May. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, it's May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a yard. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Drake May in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And this is